Hi, everyone. Well, today we're going to review one of the two remaining samples that Tom Morrow of LF Heritage Distilling Company, Limestone Farm, sent to me. Tom is the executive bourbon steward of Limestone Farms and a great guy, and he gave me all the samples from Limestone Farms as well as these other random samples. So this is another one we're going to get in today. This one has a very interesting name. It's called Dragon's Milk, Origin, bottled and bonded, 100 proof. This is from New Holland Spirits. That's the company. The distiller is New Holland Brewing Company. So they also make beer. So I'm wondering off the bat if this is going to have some type of, it's going to be, high in the malt area, and I'm going to have that answer in a second because I wrote that down. And is it going to taste like beer? So this is aged 4 years, and this is going to answer that last question because I think it may. The mash bill is 70% corn, 25% malted barley, and 5% rye. There's your answer right there. When you hear 25% malted barley, a quarter of this is malted barley. So you're kind of thinking, obviously, whether it be more of an influence like a single malt or beer, because since they brew beer, it's not a shock that they have that a quarter of their mash bill, 25%, is malted barley, and that's also unusual for most whiskeys, specifically bourbons. Because generally you see the malted barley content is usually, maybe on the high end, 12, 13%, usually lower. So this is definitely a high amount. So they do make beer. I did actually, there's some Dragon Milk beer they make. So let's get this in a glass. This one's got me curious. Another one I've never heard of or had. So let's get this in a glass and see what it tastes like. Okay, we pour up about half the sample, maybe a little bit more. Kind of, moderate medium color there. Let's give this a nose. Okay, I actually am getting. No, I'm like it's funny. Sometimes it's kind of perception. You're kind of thinking, oh wow, it's going to smell like beer. I'm really, if I didn't know that, they made beer, I probably wouldn't have said that. But you can smell the malted barley in there. I think 25% is enough to kind of be noticeable in nose as well as I'm sure the palate. Because that's no way, what I'm smelling there is no way that's right. Because there's only, what is this here? There's 70 corn, 25, so 5% rye, you're not going to be really noticing that. So it's definitely the malted barley that I'm getting out of that, as well as, 70% corn, but that malted barley is definitely there. Just stick it to the glass a bit. Let's give this a taste. Cheers. No, that really does taste like this. This does have a little bit of a taste that would resemble a beer. And again, it's probably the malted barley content being 25%. And the fact that this is a distillery that does make beer, and it's not shocking that maybe some influence there. It definitely, it's very good. It's very, very good. Let's try it one more time. I'm clearly getting the malted barley in there and the corn. It's good. I mean, it's definitely not bad. Not great, but definitely not bad. It's actually quite tasty, though. Let's just finish this one up. Still have more here. That is very. Actually, you know what? That actually is very. My opinion's kind of shifted here. It's just a little unusual. Because just talking malted barley, I haven't been the biggest single malt guy. I'm kind of new to it. I'm not talking about Scott. I'm talking about American single malt. I did take the single malt course here. Did all that stuff. Interested in it. Want to get more into it, but I'm just not there yet. This high malted barley content in here is definitely tasting it, and it's definitely not bad. So I would say definitely influenced. There is definitely there's a little bit in here that tastes like a single malt, more of it that tastes like a whiskey, but definitely 25% of it, that being the case. It does have that influence and maybe a shade of the type of beer that they make. But I would say all in all, this is a good one. And I'm definitely going to enjoy finishing this one up. Tom, thank you very much for all these samples. Cannot thank you enough. Definitely follow Tom Morrow and Limestone Farms and check out all the good things that they're doing there because it's pretty amazing. We have one more sample to come. that will follow. Cheers. Take care. Thanks for watching.